Okay, I'm back recording. I checked the video. It does have sound. Yay. Unless you don't like listening to me talk, in which case, not yay. But anyways, I fully intended to like have these videos always start with me turning on the Super Nintendo, just because it's such a satisfying click. Like I just love the physical act of turning on the Super Nintendo. And even though you guys can't feel that physical act of turning it on, like at least you can hear the sound and see the little keek on the screen and stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I did go ahead and save before I started recording again, just so you guys didn't have to see me do that. And we're continuing on here. So. In the last video, I was talking about how I don't think I'm going to do any more marathons, but I think next year I might do a triathlon. I know that sounds crazy, but it actually looks like it would be easier than a marathon. There's one in my local town that it's a 5K run. So that's like what, like 3 miles? So 10 miles shorter than what I did today and 23 miles shorter than what I do in the full marathon. Um, so it'd be a shorter run, and then I'm gonna go this way. Medicine or potion. Because I don't want to leave the forest yet. Okay, cool. I'm not leaving the forest. Cool. Okay, I just can't remember my way around. It's been too many years. I think the exit's in the upper left-hand corner, so. Oh! Ooh, another battle. Hopefully my Pokemon are up to this. Hopefully it wasn't that I should have turned back to go to the Poke Center. But we'll find out. He's only got 2, so this bug catcher shouldn't be too hard to beat. Yoshitori no Shonen. Literally taking bug person. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it's a 5K run, and then like a 12-mile bike ride. Which my husband and we do bike rides every. At least my next Pokemon in the lineup is a bird Pokemon. We do bike rides every weekend, except for when I'm doing a long run. Another reason that it'd be nice to stop doing these long runs so that we can spend more time riding bikes. But we do mountain biking, so it's like way more intense than road biking. And we do like 22 miles ish. Usually, one time we did do some road biking and we went like 40 miles. So that just kind of gives you an idea. And we usually only do like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours worth. No, I'm gonna keep Spearow out here. So that gives you kind of an idea of like the level of effort that we put in. So I think a 12-mile ride, a road ride, as part of the triathlon wouldn't be too difficult. And then the last part is swimming, which I don't do a lot of. I mean, I know how to swim, but I'm not like a super strong swimmer. I can't do the breaststroke. Like, yeah, I'm not that great at it. But it's less than a mile, and it's going downstream, like with the current of the river. So I feel like, even if I got tired, I could just float, the rest of the way down. So, yeah. So, and I don't know if all triathlons are like this. I know the Ironman triathlons are not. They're like crazy for insane people, but this one seems to be a lot easier than what I'm doing this year. So I felt like it was like a happy medium. Like I could do it, but not feel like I'm spending all my time preparing for it. I can still go on, little 5K runs. I think I am going to go back to town and heal up my Pokemon. Um, but I will save. Um, yeah, so I feel like this will be something that's easier to do without taking all my time getting ready for it. The tricky part is, I think, going to be the swimming. Obviously, I'm not really worried about like trying to beat people or be faster than anybody. The goal is really just to finish. And I know that sounds cliche, but that really is it. Like just being able to say I did it will feel really good. But I do think that, especially with swimming, it's a good idea to be prepared. Because, like the running, if something goes wrong and you're just not feeling right or you get injured or something, you can kind of like, sit down or limp away or something. And the same thing with the bike, right? But when you're swimming, you don't really have that option. And I was looking at the triathlon's website, and they said, they've got stuff in place to make sure that people are safe and can get to shore and whatnot. But I still think, I should practice my swimming. So um, the hard part will be, making time for that practice. At least with that, I don't have to wake up early, because with the running and like through the summer, it gets real hot and everything. I have to go in the mornings before work, and then that means I have to wake up early, and I would much rather sleep in. So, um, yeah. And I looked, there's a country club around the corner from me, and I was like, you know, it's not a very pretentious one. Like, it was built in the 60s. It's kind of run down. Um, and I was like, oh, maybe they're reasonably priced, maybe it's not so bad. And So on one of the days that I was going for a morning run, I went in and asked them for a pricing sheet, because they don't post their prices online, which that should have been a clue for me. That really should have told me that they're too expensive. It's one of those things, I think, if you have to ask, you can't afford it, which I can afford it, but I don't want to spend the money, honestly. So like the sign up fee, and this is for one person. They have rates for families. The sign up fee, and they also have like golf and like like you can get different types of memberships, but the athletic membership, in order to like use their lap pool, was um and it gets you more than just the lap pool, but it was like $159 sign up fee. So like a one-time sign up fee. And then every month $80. And I'm like, okay, so how much am I going to go swimming that I'd be willing to pay $80? That's a lot to just swim. And I'm not the type of person that's going to go to the country club and do a bunch of stuff. Like, it's just, like the people there are probably not my type of people. um and maybe I've just got a stereotype in my head. Maybe that's a, maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong, but it's just like, I don't want to pay $159 to sign up, um and then $80 a month to go swim. So then I was like, oh, well, I'll look at the YMCA, right? That they won't be that expensive. They're, they're about community and families and all this stuff. And no, dude, you guys, they are expensive. They're really expensive. It was also like $100 to sign up. So a little bit cheaper to sign up, and then $60 a month. So $20 less than the country club. That's the YMCA. The YMCA. Oh, I forgot to reorganize my Pokemon. Oops. The YMCA is only $20 cheaper than a country club. Granted, a rundown one, but I'm like, yeah, yeah, no, I'm not spending $60 to go swimming, and then also, you know, it. I was like, is it a lap pool? Is it not? There's certain hours and all this stuff. But I did find that, so we have some community centers around that are kind of like pay as you go thing. And then um, there was also, oh, I think I got to go down to the right, then up and over and left. All right, we'll go around, and I got to reorganize my Pokemon. Anyways, so there's some community centers around where you can pay per service, like per time that you go swimming. And then there was also an actual like swimming place in town. I was really surprised. I started looking up. Wow, Mankey is super weak against Pidgey. Good to know. Whew. All right. At least he leveled up from it, but I'm gonna swap him out in the lineup here. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's an actual swimming place, and they have like a lap pool, and like it's for practicing swimming, and they've got like some times blocked out, but not crazy like the Y. Like their times blocked out are like from 7 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. And I'm like, I'm not going swimming at 7 in the freaking morning. So it's okay. It's fine. But there, now thinking back to the country club that was $80 a month, or the YMCA that was $60 a month. These guys are $5 per time that you go swimming. $5 per time. That's it. Yeah. So I was like, that is way more reasonable. And if I don't go enough times to, make it worth a membership or whatever, that's fine. That'll be okay. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's just more reasonable that way. Oh, Rattata, come on. There we go. Much better. Alright, so now we're gonna go. I am skipping that. Oh, I guess I gotta go all the way to the right before I can go up. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna. I probably won't try to learn, the fancy swimming moves. The is it the breaststroke, or is there another term for it? The one where the arm goes over top and you got to turn your head to take a breath. I don't think I'm going to bother doing that. I think I'm just going to do my typical swimming move where I, bring my hands together in front of me, push them out and forward, and then bring them apart and swing them back. That's just always the way that I swam. And again, it's like going downstream, so it should be fine. Everything's fine. Okay, now I can go up. Sorry, yawning. I should drink some water too. Gotta rehydrate. I tried to be really good about going into the race hydrated. But then I also, every aid station, I always take, a cup of Gatorade or a cup of water, or, whatever it is they're offering. Oh! Learned a new move. Let's see. I'm going to flip to my page where I've got Colorado. And let's take a look at these moves. Write that down. Then go cut. I bet you that's quick attack. One sec, I want to look that up because I've been waiting for quick attack. I really want to have quick attack. This sound is so spooky, like when you're at Ghost Tower almost. It's a different song, but it still feels like it could have been used for that. Yep, that is quick attack. Woohoo! All right, we like it. And now I know what it'll be when my other Pokemon learn it. All right, did I save after you leveled up? I don't think I did. All right. And then we'll continue on. Or actually, I'm at about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna stop recording and then start again. Again, I just really like this sound.